Well, Deb Murphy filed this report for Sierra Wave Media. Less than 24 hours before the Inyo County Board of Supervisors Talking Water Workshop on Tuesday, ranchers were sent an email from the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power advising them their irrigation water would be curtailed coming up this Friday, May 1st, just 1 month into the 6-month irrigation season. Now, the Inyo workshop was requested to find a solution to drastically reduce irrigation water available for valley agriculture by negotiating down mandated allotments. LADWP's annual Owens Valley Operations Plan indicated irrigation would be reduced from a typical 49,000 acre feet to 16,500 acre feet for the 2015-2016 runoff year. Now, the letter cut that number for some farming operations to zero as of this Friday. Now, prior to the workshop, the Inyo County Board of Supervisors reacted quickly with a letter to the Board of Water and Power Commissioners President Mel Levine and LADWP General Manager Marcy Edwards, pointing out clear violations of the long-term water agreement. Now, the Inyo County letter states, quote, last November, the county recognized the potential that the drought could extend into a 4th year and by letter requested LADWP meet with county officials meet with the county to discuss possible water supply reductions in the Owens Valley. LADWP did not meet to discuss such reductions and did not respond to the county's letter, end quote. Now, some farms were exempt from the cutoff. Wet leases in the Bishop Cone, thanks to the Hillside Decree requiring LADWP to use on the cone water quantities that equal to that extracted from the cone. Now, agricultural designated as enhancement mitigation projects were also exempt. And Sympathy LADWP could have had as an equal sharer in the pain. The plan also called for no water exports to the city until mid-fall were erased by the letter and its timing. Inyo supervisors and Inyo County Chief Executive Officer Kevin Caruncio pressed LADWP Aqueduct Manager Jim Yanata to rescind the letter. That letter was signed by staff, Caruncio pointed out. Why can't staff rescind the deadline? Now, early in the meeting, Yanata was cautioned by an LADWP attorney to not discuss the letter. By the end of the meeting, Yanata did confirm that, quote, if there is relief in May, we can continue irrigation, end quote. Yanata added that over the next 2 days, he would talk to his staff and the process could move forward. Now, there is much more from the Talking Water workshop and this excellent story by Deb Murphy on our website, sierrawave.net. Well, a few notes from the Eastern Sierra Tri-County Fairgrounds. We'll start off with this week's Home Garden and Recreation Show taking place at the fairgrounds. Now, the home show is Friday from 6 to 10 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Hey, new this year, Spring Craft Fair in the Home Ec building. Going to have free live music by Rearview Mirror Friday night. Also Friday night, a taste of the Sierra. And going to have some great food from local caterers and restaurants. You can contact the Bishop Chamber for more information on that. And coming up on Saturday, it's everybody's favorite. It's the semi-annual Laws Railroad Museum and Historical Site Choo Choo Swap Meet. That is coming up this Saturday. Hey, gates open at 8 a.m. Just $2 to enjoy hundreds of yard sales in one location. Also going to have the City of Bishop Youth Convention on Saturday and the Altrusa Family Fun Jamboree and Northern Inyo Hospital Health Fair. That will also be Saturday, all taking place at the Tri-County Fairgrounds. Big weekend, Friday and Saturday. Woo-hoo! All aboard. Well, that might be choo-choo. Now, the Eastern Sierra Tri-County Fair is also relaunching its website this week, tricountyfair.com. Now, that has a new look, and a press release from the fairground CEO, Sally Simons, calls it, quote, super interactive and full of information about the fair, interim events, our RV park, and vendor and volunteer opportunities, end quote. Now, Simons says that coming up on July 15th, guests will be able to purchase tickets and passes to the 2015 Tri-County Fair via this website in what she called a very simple and straightforward manner. Now, while checking out the site, the public should keep in mind, according to the press release, that the Eastern Sierra Tri-County Fair is also always looking for photos and content to improve the website. Feel free to share your contributions. You can do that CEO@tricountyfair.com. Now, in addition to the new website, the fair is also making the 2015 Exhibitor Guidebook available starting at the home show this weekend. And we know drivers along US 395 have seen the sprinklers watering during the day at the Tri-County Fairgrounds, and the city of Bishop has received several phone calls from concerned citizens about the fairgrounds perhaps not adhering to state-mandated water conservation measures, including no watering between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Talked to Fair CEO Sally Simons, and she told me that the fairground has cut its irrigation use by up to 40%. Simons also said, quote, "The problem with the sprinkler system on the fairgrounds is it's not an automatic system, so we can only irrigate when staff is on hand," end quote. Simon said the cost of putting an automatic system is prohibitive. "We don't have $50,000, Simon said. She also said, quote, "We have cut back on what and when we water. We're doing our best. We're doing as much as we can without killing off everything," end quote. Simon said she will meet with Bishop City Administrator Jim Tatum to discuss the situation. Sally Simon also said that she knows that watering during the day during this drought may be concerning to the public. Simon said, quote, "I'm aware of what it looks like. Our plan going forward for the rest of the year is to only water immediately prior to events. So we've got the Mule Days and the high school rodeo, and then we'll back off and then we'll get ready for the fair," end quote. Now, Simons also noted that the fairgrounds is not breaking state-mandated water cutback regulations, saying, quote, "Technically, we're agriculture, so we are exempt altogether, but we need to do our part and manage as best we can," end quote. I will note that the Eastern Sierra Tri-County Fairgrounds did put out a press release on this matter this afternoon, and we have that posted on our website, sierrawave.net. We'll be back with more news.